it is Thursday, so I'm heading to the gym. Hopefully it's not too busy. There's a lot of vehicles, but I think Aquafit is on right now, and all I really want to do is go for a run, so I'm really hoping nobody's using the treadmill. Alright, so September 11th, fall of 2017, that's where I'm starting at. Compared to last year, I'm doing better, so let's see. I've lost 35-ish pounds. It would have been, or 30-ish pounds. It would have been closer to 35, but I gained like 6-7 pounds. So yeah, now I'm like about 195-ish, and that'll be my fall starting point, and we'll see where I am by spring next year.
Hey guys, so just a little update and an itchy nose later. I am still currently in the process of moving my new family here.
I'm right here getting my
I can't see you. Where are you?
I'm right here.
Say hi.
Hi.
So my house is trashed. It's hard to try and it's hard to try and organize two households into one, and especially 6 people into a 2-bedroom house. Currently I have 2 children in this bedroom, 2 children in, there's a bedroom over there, that way.
Hello, cat.
I can't point and do this at the same time. And then me and my boyfriend are currently living in the living room. Anyway, so yeah, and then we're also moving in another month. We're going to be moving from this house to a bigger house. So hopefully once I get things settled, and there's like just a random mattress there. This is how my life is right now. It's crazy. We're going to be moving into a new house in about a month, and yeah, this is horrible. I have not been doing very much activity. I'm supposed to actually be getting ready to go out for lunch or breakfast or whatever. I feel bad that the internet is gonna see my like disastrous house. But I have been, ever since these children have moved into my house, I have been eating pretty well. I have maintained a weight over the summer, which I'm really surprised about. Yay me. And you know, we had beans last night. We had green things. I'm making salads. I'm making the kids eat salads. My stepson Nathaniel is very upset with me because I keep making him eat salads and they're disgusting. But anyway, so that's my update. If I do anything special, I'll let you know. Okay, bye!
Alright, I got up to the gym and I realized I haven't done a proper leg workout in, it's been a bit, because last week was really crazy and I never got the chance to go to the gym, and so I figured since I work the next 2 days, I'm going to be smart and pick something that won't leave me unable to bend over and squat and lift things and whatnot. So I went for a run, and I decided that I would, instead of running my normal like 4 miles an hour, I would do holy crap. I would do 4.5 miles an hour for my intervals. So I did a very disorganized run where I walked 3 miles an hour for 2 minutes. Then I ran 4.5 miles an hour till I hit 10 minutes. Pressed stop, went to the water fountain, took a quick drink, came back, ran till 15 minutes, walked for 2 minutes, ran for 3 minutes, walked for a minute, ran for 2 minutes, walked for a minute, and then I ran till I hit the 2-mile mark. And once I hit 1 3/4 miles, I decided that I was going to go 5 miles an hour for the last quarter mile, and I did. So I did 2 miles in 29 minutes and 16 seconds, which is pretty good. It's all right. It is below my 15 mile an hour average, which is what I want. I want to try to get lower and lower and lower, and so that's why I decided to do 4.5 miles an hour for the bulk of my run, because I want to make that my new normal. Otherwise, it was a good workout. I am sweating like crazy. My face matches my jacket very nicely, and yeah, I'm gonna go home and relax and play video games until I have to go to bed. Hello. So I've been lazy as hell for the past who knows how long, at least 10 days. I went for a 2-mile run 10 days ago, and then I haven't done much since. It's been super rainy and chilly, and so it's like that mixture between it's chilly and you just want to be cozy, as opposed to chilly and it's nice crisp weather to get you energized. And so I'm trying to, even on the rainy days, try to get myself now in that it's nice crisp energizing weather, because it is beautiful and it's nice and it's cool. So I came to the gym. I didn't get in a great workout. I got in a workout. It was an okay workout. It wasn't a bad workout. I did leg presses, and then I did bench presses, and then lateral pull downs, and then bent over dumbbell flies, and then seated dumbbell tricep extensions, and then I left. There's a guy at the gym right now who is wearing very strong body wash or body spray or something, and it is hurting my nose and kind of giving me a headache. And like, it should just be common knowledge that like the gym should be a scent-free environment. Not everybody can put up with your manly body spray, and so I can still smell it now, and it's stuck in my nose. My head's hurting a little bit, and yeah, just don't wear your stinky manly smell to the gym, because I would prefer like sweat to that. Actually no, there's some people who, when they sweat, I gag a little and I feel bad, but I can't control it. It's not like me. But find like a scentless deodorant. Don't go to the gym with your super strong Axe deodorant spray. Like, leave that for when you're going on a date or trying to impress somebody. So yeah, that's great. I have a headache now. So there's a hole in my tire. As you can see, I am repumping it to take it to the shop this morning. I noticed, well, I didn't even notice it. I was driving to the store last night, and there was a guy walking along the side of the road going to the same store, and we happened to be leaving at the same time, and he recognized my face and said, "Did you know you have a flat tire? Your tire's going flat." And I said, "Really?" And he was like, "Yeah, your back driver's side tire is going flat. I noticed it when I saw you drive past me." So I was like, "Oh my god, thank you." I went and I looked at it, and yeah, it was pretty darn low. And I went to the nearest gas station that has an air pump, and I started filling it, and then I heard the air just out. And I realized this is an actual hole and not a slow leak like I hoped it would be. And I was wondering, it was really loud, so I figured maybe I can see where the hole is coming from. And I was looking on the tire, and I saw a little silver line, so I touched it, and the whooshing stopped. And I lifted up my finger a little, and it, like, you know that when you like let air out of a balloon, that's what it sounded like. And I could make that noise a bunch with my finger by wiggling my finger on the hole. I drove over a staple, like a construction staple. There's a lot of construction going on around town, and I'm wondering if maybe that's where I hit it. And so now I am pumping up the jam, and I'm gonna head to the repair place. I made an appointment first thing when I got home, and so that's in about 15 minutes. I'm really glad my roommate had this pump thing. I've been thinking forever that I should get one. And so while I'm at the store, where they're gonna repair my tire. I'm gonna get into the automotive section and buy one of those pumps. Whew. So, happy October. I'm just leaving the gym. I had a rough day at work. There are 3 restaurants in town that serve breakfast. And one of them is the place to go on Sunday for breakfast. And they were closed today. And the other 2 are the hotel restaurant I work at and the hotel restaurant not that far away from the actual restaurant that was closed today. They had to do inventory and stuff. So everybody and their uncle came to the restaurant where I worked, and I was all by myself. And I was already starting kind of behind because the girl who worked last night didn't leave any rolled cutlery. So it was a rough morning. So yeah, what I did today is what I like to call a pyramid run. Basically, I increase the speed and then decrease the speed and just go fast, slow, fast, slow. So what I do is I go for a minute at each speed. And so the speeds I went were 3 miles an hour, 4 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour, 6 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour, 4 miles an hour, and then back to 3 miles an hour. And then you go back up again, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3. And so I did that for 3 pyramids, and I was taking an extended walking break after the 3rd pyramid to try to get my heart rate and bring it down at the same time a bit so I could keep going. And then I accidentally hit the e-stop. And that really pulled the wind out of my sails. I didn't feel like doing another pyramid because I was really going to try to go for 4 pyramids because that really pushes me, especially since I'm not used to doing a full minute at 6 miles an hour, let alone having it sandwiched between a minute of 5 miles an hour, 6 miles, and then another minute of 5. That's not really considered a rest. So I was going to do that 2-minute 3 mile an hour break and then do one last pyramid, and then I hit the e-stop, and that would just, so what I did was just like kind of like little steps to nowhere / I'll call them little cliffs, like because when you look on the treadmill screen, it shows you how fast you were going, and then each little line is 1 minute. So they looked like little steps that led to nowhere, because I would do 3 miles an hour, jump up to 4.5, do 4, and then 3 miles again, 4.5, 4, 3 miles. So it looks like little steps that just lead to nothing. And so I did those for half a mile just to cool down and finish off my workout, because it was really an abrupt end, just hitting the e-stop. Even though I was walking, it felt very incomplete because I knew I wasn't done. So yeah, I did half a mile of that, and now I'm done. Hello. Just finished at the gym. Did a 2-mile run with no real plans, as basically my plan was 2 miles any way I can. And I got to 2 miles in 29 minutes and 14 seconds, which is good because I'm trying to keep under 15-minute miles, and that was including walking breaks and whatnot. What I did was I ran 4.5 miles an hour with 3 mile an hour walking breaks, and I try to have the walking breaks, like I tried to run at least 5 minutes before I took a walking break, and then I tried to make sure that the walking breaks didn't exceed the minutes of walking, did not exceed the minutes of running, obviously. The longest walking break was 3 minutes, and then when I got closer to 2 miles, I saw that like I was just at like 1.9 miles, and I had just finished my 5th minute, so I just kept going to finish the mile off and pushed myself to keep going. So that was nice. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm appreciating treadmill running a lot more, especially for like pushing myself, because you can't slow down on a treadmill, but also because of my condition. I have IBS, and running outdoors is kind of stressful, which is bad for IBS in general. Like any type of stress can trigger your IBS, and the running outdoors isn't stressful because it's outdoors. It's stressful because of IBS, so it's kind of cyclical. I worry about what would happen if I have to go to the bathroom and I'm just like, I'm on a trail somewhere, or I'm running down a street and I don't know anybody that lives nearby. So that's what I really appreciate about running on the treadmill at the gym. And I've noticed in the past year, since I was diagnosed, not like consciously, but I run a lot less outdoors. I barely ran outside at all this year. In the spring and the fall is when I used to love running outside because the weather is cool and you can just keep going, stay warm, and not overheat. But I also worry about what will happen if I need to go to the bathroom or whatever happens and I get stomach cramps and now I'm in pain and I have to walk all the way home. Meanwhile, if I'm at the gym, all I have to do is go to the bathroom downstairs, or if I suddenly am in pain, all I have to do is walk to the van, drive home. So that is something I've come to appreciate, and I'm hoping once I get it under control, because I'm still pretty wonky with my diet management as far as like avoiding foods that I shouldn't be eating. Like I went out for coffee with friends yesterday at the Chinese restaurant where I used to work, and I had spring rolls, and these aren't the vegetable spring rolls, these are pork spring rolls. And I should be avoiding pork pretty much altogether because it's a very fatty food, and that's just any type of fatty, deep fried food I'm supposed to avoid. I don't really eat red meat anymore. I don't eat pork. Chicken has always been kind of iffy, whether or not it would like upset my stomach or not. And that was even before I had IBS. And so I've gone pretty much vegetarian-ish, which I mentioned a few videos ago. And but there are still times where I just want meat, and I'm out and about, and like I don't buy meat as groceries anymore. But if I'm somewhere and like I've already decided before, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, I'm still gonna eat turkey because it's delicious and it's a holiday. And if I know how I'm feeling, because I can always tell beforehand, my body, as soon as I think of a specific food, it's like, don't do that. And there have been times where I've ignored that feeling and I regretted it. So I'm aware of when I should or shouldn't eat something. And I'll play to those intuitions when I'm in situations like that. At home, the only animal product I really eat are eggs. And I can have butter as long as it's less than a tablespoon. That doesn't seem to affect me. So I can have like butter on toast, but we buy margarine anyways. But if I'm like at a restaurant and they use real butter on their toast, I'll be fine. The nice thing these days is Hollandaise is like this fake sauce that's a powder that you mix with water, and there's barely any real dairy in it. So I can still have Hollandaise. I just can't have the ham if I want eggs Benedict. But yeah, so it's tough because I'm not doing this for ethical reasons. I would eat a dead animal if I could. And I would drink all the milk in the world if I could, but I can't. And that's tough. It doesn't have to be as tough, but I still crave those things. Like the other day, I really didn't feel like cooking. Kate just finished her dance class. We had to eat supper before she went to bed, and I was tired after a long day. And I was like, let's just get McDonald's. So she had nuggets and I had a quarter pounder. Luckily, it didn't like affect my stomach that day, but it really could have. And that's a roulette I shouldn't be playing. So yeah, on that bright note, this is the end of the video. I hope you all are having a good October so far. I've got to start decorating for Halloween. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you like to see more, and have a good weekend. Stay in touch.